kindergartners, our third day of our word work family this week. Would you please take out your word work book? We're going to need that. We are also going to need our kindergarten red, our first grade orange, our purple punctuation, and a pencil, important. And last but not least, space bar. Those are the tools we're going to need. We just have kindergarten and first grade words in our sentences today. And let's begin by looking at our cover. Let's say our word family for the week together. Our word family is the word ack. Very nice. Turning to the first page, our first word was the word back. I hurt my back. Will you help me? We drew a picture of somebody with their hurt back, and you added more detail. Take a second and read through this 2 more times. You need to pause the video. Our next word, the word that we did yesterday, was the word pack. Our sentence was, are you going to pack shorts? It will be hot. We drew a picture of a suitcase if you followed along with me, or you drew some other kind of packing, and then you decided what clothing or objects you wanted to pack for your trip. And would you please read through this 2 times? Pause the video if you need to. Practice those new first grade words. We had a couple of third grade words in there too. And then when you have finished with that, turn to your next blank page for our third word family. Of course, we know we need the ack at the top. Top, middle. Once you have finished with that, middle, we need the middle line so that we have room for our picture and our words, our sentence. And once you have finished with that, you decide which color that you want to use for the first letter in the ack family word today. I'm going to use yellow. And our word today, this is something that happens when you break something. Something happens. An ack word, when you break something, something forms. Something. So think about when you break a shell, what do you see? An ack word. When you break a shell, or when you break, maybe if you accidentally hit a plate on the table and it doesn't fully break, but it ack. What word could that be? Seeing a couple people nodding their heads like they might, ooh, listen and whisper to somebody. What word do you think that is? I'm going to give you a hint. It starts with a k, k, and it has 2 letters that we're going to need. Ack. Ooh, what is that word? Tell me. Crack. That's right. There's 2 letters. What's the first letter in crack? Right, it could be a C or it could be a K. Both letters make that k sound. The letter that we need today is the letter C. Our second letter, R. Ack. We know our ack family, A-C-K. So we need a C and an R before our ack. The word altogether is the word crack. Nice. Okay, that means we're ready for our pencils and to start writing our sentence. The first word in our sentence is a kindergarten word. It's the word you. Would you please write that word? The word you. Of course, we need a capital Y. Space bars are out. You. Ooh, first grade word that we have seen before. You will. First grade word, will. See, you write it out and we'll compare our writings in just a second. You're writing the word will. Writing the word will. Does your will look like my will? Right. That's that first grade word we've seen so many times. Will. W-I-L-L. Will. You will what word is that? Trip. Ooh, I wonder what we're talking about. You will trip. T. Think I can fit it. Of course, space bar first. Right. Is an R. Vowel next. I. What vowel makes the I sound? I. And our last letter is a P. Trip. You will trip. Next word is a kindergarten word. On. O-N. You will trip on. Our next word is a first grade word. It's the word the. Makes the first sound the. T-H. And the next sound, or the next two letters make the sound at. It's a kindergarten word. What two letters make the at sound? A-T. The word is that. T-H-A-T. The at. That. Making sure to use our space bar. See there's our the sound. And there's our first grade word, at. At. That. Okay, our next word is our AC family word. What's our AC family word today? Crack, right. Will you write the word crack after the word bat? A. We wrote it at the top. You will trip on that crack. Next word is the word if. If. This is a first grade word. The first word is a vowel. I. And the next word, or the next letter is the letter f. Makes that sound F. Nice. See, we got first grade words. If, next two are kindergarten words that we know. You. We already wrote it up here. If you. This is one long sentence that we're writing. Next word is do. We know how to spell that. The word is D and O. If you do. The next word is a first grade word. It's the word n-a-t. N-a-t. What word is that? I'm hearing three sounds. N-a-t. Not. Not. If you do not. The next word is a first grade word. I know kindergartners in room 103, we've seen this word a few times this last week. Or the week before. It's the word look. Look. L is our first letter. The next letter is a vowel, and there are two of them. L. I'm going to write L. Let's write L. Got my L. What letter makes that sound? Right, an O. And I said there is how many O's? Two. L-O-O-K. What makes that K sound? K or C. We're using a K. That is how you spell the first grade word look. That was one long sentence. Yep, that was our last word. Purple punctuation. Purple period. Okay, that means we can read it all together now. Ready? You will trip on that crack if you do not look. Kindergarten red. I'm seeing a couple of them. Kindergarten red. Ooh, I'm seeing 4 kindergarten words. Would you flash me a 4 if you're also seeing 4 kindergarten words? Ooh, yes, I'm seeing lots of 4s. Okay. Does your page also look like mine? Right, let's read them together. You, on, you again, and do. Those are my 4 kindergarten words. Now we have, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 5 first grade words in this sentence? Wow. Okay. The very first one is our ill family word that we've seen so many times. It's the word will. Will you underline the word will? Will. Our next word is the word that we said has the first sound, the first phoneme, the. What's the word in this sentence that has the first sound, the? Is this the word you're pointing to? Right, that. Oh, and it also has a kindergarten word in the end. Will and that are first grade words. Another first grade word only has 2 letters in it. Looking at our sentence, we've already underlined these 2. We know those are kindergarten words. This first grade word only has 2 letters into it. Will you point to the word on the page that has 2 letters on it that has not been underlined yet? Right, it's this word. What is this word? If. Nice, look at it. Those are all first grade words. There's more first grade words in this sentence than kindergarten. You've all got it. Okay, our last word is also a first grade word. Do you remember what word that was? Look. This is an important word. We use this word a lot. Look over there. Look at that. Or look how I do this. Look is a very common word. That's why it's important to know. Okay, we have underlined. Let's read it one more time. You will trip on that crack if you do not look. Okay, read through this 2 more times. Pause the video if you need to. There's some new first grade words that are important to know. And then when you're done with that, we're going to draw a picture. I'm going to draw a picture of a crack in the street and somebody stepping over it because they were looking. You decide how you want to draw. If you would like to follow along with me, that's totally okay. If you want to do your own thing, go for it. I am going to start with my pencil. There it is. Taking my pencil. I'm going to draw 2 long diagonal lines across my page that are parallel. That's going to be my street. I'm going to draw 2. The first one looks like that. Along, kind of in the middle of my paper. And then I'm going to draw another one right here that is parallel. I'll show you. That is my street. Now, I need to draw a crack in it. So you can decide how you want to draw a crack. I'm going to draw a long line kind of in the middle there. And then I'm going to make it thick so it looks like a thicker line. I might even make it a little thicker. I'm just going to keep going over it so it looks really big. So somebody might trip on it if they're not careful. There's the crack in my street. Now, I'm going to draw a stick figure. I'm going to draw them down here. And I'm going to draw them stepping over the crack. So first I need a head. How am I going to do this? Actually, I don't have enough room to do it. So I'm going to draw a stick figure right here who's about to step on the crack. So they're not stepping over it, they're about to. And you can decide if maybe they have their eyes closed. Maybe they're not looking. Or maybe they're looking down at something in their hands. I'm just going to draw a stick figure. There's my head. And then I'm going to draw my body. I drew my oval head in a straight line down for my body. And then I need some legs. Here, do 2 diagonal lines going the opposite directions. And then I need another 2 diagonal lines going down for my arms. And I'm going to make my person with their eyes closed. So it looks like they aren't looking. That's my person. Now I want you to decide details. It could be you decide the hair, you decide their clothes, you decide if they're walking somebody or walking with somebody. Maybe they're walking a dog and that's why they're not paying attention because they're walking their dog and they're not looking at the crack. Maybe they're looking down at trying to get their gloves on. Maybe it's cold outside. There's lots of details that you can add. So go for it and finish up. And if you haven't read read through this 2 times, do that now. Okay, everyone, I'll see you tomorrow for our 4th ACK family word. Bye.